Hey guys, we are back with our weekly live ant team training. Welcome back, everyone. You know the drill. You guys get started in the chat box below. Start writing down your accomplishments, your achievements, things that you want to celebrate that you were able to accomplish this past week. And I'm going to give everyone a moment to get connected, find the call, get plugged in, and we'll get going in a couple of minutes. So, while you guys are joining the feed down below, let me know how your week has been going, what you've been up to, what you've been accomplishing, what great, amazing, interesting, and exciting news you have for all of us. Huh. Okay. Let's see. I'm just going through, I'm trying to find all of our friends. But Facebook is not cooperative today. All right, hopefully we can have a good call and not have any strange, oh, there's Christina. Okay, I was looking for you, girl. I was like, I can't find her. All right, so you found it, you're on, great. Welcome. Let's see who we have on the call so far. Welcome, Miss Renee. Renee, I have something for you. It's still in my bag. Forgive me, bear with me, I'm getting to it. Kelly, hey Kelly Harris. Tiffany, hey Tiffany. Christina, Avon Star. I like that. So today we have a really interesting and exciting call. Live training for you guys. We actually received some exciting news today, so I can't wait to share with you guys. I'm gonna try to hold on to it for a few more seconds, build some suspense while we build our viewer base here online. So share, invite your friends. You know what's weird about this Facebook Live? You can't share it on another page or in a group. That would make life so much easier. So for those of you who are on, if you're from my team, please share it in our group chat so that they can get connected while it's live. On the Ants team group page or on the Avon group page, whatever other groups that you're involved in, please share, feel free. It's public. It's live. The more people we have on, the better. Hey, Miss Norma, thanks for joining. And Aliza, that's a pretty name. Mr. Silver is on too. So yeah, guys, get going in the chat box. Let's know, share your ideas, not your ideas, the things that you're celebrating, the things that you accomplished this past week. We had a whole 7 days for you to do some really great things. Here in New York, we had kind of a crappy weekend. We had a big snowstorm. It wasn't big, but we got 6 inches where we were. Of course, where my job is had like 2 inches, so I had to go into work and slip and slide around when I got back to Queens. But it was kind of sucky because I had plans for events that I wanted to do and I wasn't able to do them. But I was able to get like half of what I wanted to do done that day before the snow really came down. Delivering some customer orders and getting connected with new customers that I had actually found while I was prospecting. So I don't know if those of you who are on the call now remember, but a few weeks back I did a big toss and then I did another one. So I had I think I tossed like 300 brochures the first time. I think it was a couple of boxes, but there were a couple of loose ones that didn't fit in the box, so I lost count. But I tossed 300 brochures the first time, and then the week before last, what's the week before last? It was like, I think it was New Year's. That week we were on our winter break. It wasn't Christmas, and it wasn't really New Year's. I think it was right after that. We're only 9 days into the year, and I can't remember what day I'm in now. But I did another toss of about 400 brochures. I was just determined to get out all of my 2016 brochures, and I labeled everything, put everything in bags with recruiting flyers, and I tossed them. I got them out. I have, well, you guys have seen, if you look, and I'll share the post in the description later on when I finish, but I did another post probably a couple of months ago now. Wow, time flies. but I did a post on how I put together my sample packs in the big clear plastic bags. It's when I toss, I do a version of that. I basically just put in a brochure with the recruiting flyer, no sample, because if the person throws in the garbage, that's the end of my samples. So it's a brochure, a recruiting flyer, and the fundraiser flyers that you can print from youravon.com. And the recruiting flyers are the ones I actually custom made them, but it's the 6 good reasons to join Avon that Molly Bibb put together and shared with all of us. I just reformatted it so that it's in more of a square. It's more square. It's not like a bookmark size. It's more like a postcard kind of size. So it's that I share. And I also have, on one side it's the 6 good reasons to join Avon, and on the other side it's sort of my personal story with a photo. Funny story with that, side note, this whole video is going to be side notes because that's where I find inspiration for these calls, through stuff that has happened in my life or that I want to happen that has not happened yet. But my motivations come from, just life experiences. So earlier this week I was out prospecting and I had the sample pack and I gave it to a woman at the cash register in the supermarket. We're talking little, mind you, there's a line. There's always a line in New York City. You can never just, get in and have a conversation with the cashier. But I didn't want to hinder all of her time, but I wanted to let her know about the Avon opportunity. So I did like a quick, I'm Georgiana from Avon. We're looking for people who would be interested in extra earnings opportunity. Can't really remember what I said, but something along those lines. And, asking her if she had seen a brochure recently or she likes Avon. And she took the sample pack for me, and mine are in those pink party bags. They're not the organza bags. It's the like the party, what do you call those things? When you're having a party and you're giving away gifts to the guests. I know they have a particular name. Don't know what that name is, but I call them the party bags. For me, they're sample pack bags because that's what I use them for. But you could usually find them when you go into any 99-cent store, Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, any one of those stores. If you go into the baby shower, the gift bags, okay, that's what it is. I felt like there's like an official, like, baby shower party gift bag name. I don't know. Anyway, thanks, Chris. Those gift bags. I get the pink ones from the baby shower section. And you always know when I've been to the dollar store because I'll take everything off the rack and just stock up because I don't want to go there again. Because for me, dollar stores are like dollar stores, Target, BJ's, Costco, and Walmart. Those are the 4 stores that I'm banned from because when I walk in to buy $5 worth of stuff, I end up leaving with $50 worth of stuff. So Lisa and I are no longer allowed to go to Costco. Janet and I are no longer allowed to go to BJ's. We're not allowed to prospect in those areas because I just spent too much, but that's where you go for the bag. So I had one of those sample pack bags and I gave it to the woman. And in my sample packs, usually I put at the front who I am. I put the card backwards. I have a glossy side. Okay, this would be easier if I had one to show you. Hang on. Okay, so these are what I use. Let's zoom you back in. So these are my recruiting flyers that I use. It has the 6 good reasons to join Avon. It's probably going to be reversed for you right now. I'll flip it before I post it to YouTube. But it has the 6 good reasons. Same ones from Molly Bibbs. I might have modified them a little bit because that's just when I'm bored what I do. And then it has my contact information. And then on the back, this is what I did. Let's see if I could get a version. Okay, so this is me. A little bit about me and a little bit of my spiel. Some of the benefits, some of the ways that Avon has benefited me and changed my life story. I never used to have that on there, but I actually met a woman from another company, and I've, in networking events, you meet people, and I noticed when I get a person's business card with their photo, it kind of helps me to remember that person a little more. And another time I met a woman at an event, and she had like a little, something like this, but it was a little bit of her story and how her business had changed her life and allowed her to stay home with kids. And a lot of times at these networking events, and just in passing, you don't really get to have a chance to talk to a person. and explain, you know, how your business has really impacted your life. You know, we're talking about the opportunity and that this is a life-changing business. And I always feel like it goes in one ear and out the other because, especially in New York, we're just like hustle and bustle. We're on the grind. It's like, yeah, okay, let's just go. But like me, sometimes I'm running and maybe I only have time to grab a flyer from someone or say a quick good morning. And then when I'm on the train or when I have downtime at home, or when I'm going through my handbag, I take the time and I kind of sort through the stuff that I have. And if it's a business card with a person's photo, I could say, oh yeah, that's Jane. I see her face. I say the name. It triggers something in my memory. And if I have something about her, even if it's a short sentence on her business card, founded the company in 1800 and whatever. This is the business that she's working with. Her family, her father started it. It's a mother-father thing, mom and pop thing. Whatever the story is, it just helps me remember that person a little bit more because now I have a name, a face, and a story. So this is the card that I share with the woman. So when I pack my sample packs, I tend to put this at the front with my photo, and then I put the outlet at the back with the product showing, not just the word Avon or just the word outlet, because I want them to look at it, because what they do is they take it and they go like this, flip this way, and they look at it on both sides to kind of figure out what it is. So when they see it in the front, it's like, okay, I'm Georgiana, this is what I do, I have tips, all right, Avon is there, cool. You flip to the back, products, all right, I kind of get an idea of what this person has going on here. So I gave the lady the sample pack, and I knew it was a busy day. I knew that I wouldn't have the time to really make a connection. So I said, you know, my quick blurb, I'm getting ready to swipe my credit card and get going. And she's packing everything because she's in like, you know, I'm checking you out, cash go next, check out, cash go next. That was the mode she was in. And I realized she was rushing, and I, you know, purposely didn't really go into deep conversation with her. And I wrapped up my spiel really quick, was ready to swipe my card and get out of there, grab my bag that she had quickly packed everything in like 2 seconds to go. And she took it and she was like, is this you? And I was like, yeah, that's me. And she was like, oh. And I was able to just kind of have a little bit of a longer conversation with her. And I think, I don't know if she'll actually order any products. I don't know if she'll actually decide to start her own business. But it was just one of those moments where I felt like, okay, you know, I had an extra second or two to make an impact and speak to this lady, because she wasn't really hearing what I had to say in the beginning because she was focused on her job. And that couple of seconds for her to just say, hey, this is the same person that's on this card, you know, triggered something in her. So I encourage you guys to use your own photo. You all have stories, such inspiring stories too. Please don't feel like just, you know, you have to have some big elaborate thing, because I felt that way when I started. I was like, I don't have a story. I just joined to sell Avon to pay for books. But it has become a story that has inspired others, and I wouldn't have realized that if Avon hadn't decided to share the story. You know, we share it in passing, in talking, and in prospecting when we're speaking to other people, but we don't realize how much of an impact our stories can have on other people until you start sharing. And your story is important and amazing, because if it wasn't, it wouldn't be enough to fuel your still being here. So start sharing your stories. Put your face on your business cards and on your stamp packs and on your flyers and on whatever else, and have that lasting impact. That was not my message for tonight's call. I was just buying time for you guys all to join. But I hope that it has inspired someone to get out there and share their sample packs and, you know, just kind of build a business. So let's see. So Miss Renee says she bought a planner and it has some sections to write some goals and thoughts and move on to success. Awesome, Renee. I use my planner every time we have these calls. If you ever see me like looking down and, you know, not talking for all of 2 seconds, because I know I am a bit of a rapid speaker, I'm actually looking at my planner too. So I'm glad you got that, Renee. I hope you like it, and I hope that it helps motivate you towards your success. For those of you who are, maybe it's your first time on our live trainings, I'm a big proponent of writing down your goals every day, putting them somewhere that you could see it, having a dream board, something that's in front of you. And I just, for me, I'm one of those people who writing it makes it stick more, it makes it real. And we're in 13 weeks so fast and I haven't accomplished my goal. I'm like, so get your planners ready. It's a whole new year. Renee says she's excited about what's in the bag. Yes, we do have some really exciting stuff for you guys. Hey Cordelia. Oh, hey girl. I'm glad you can make it. Chris said she got snowed in here too and the kids missed 2 days of school. See, why couldn't I miss 2 days of work? Hey Anitra. Norma says she's been sick with a bad cold. No voice. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Norma. But she's better now. Awesome. She had lots of rain in South Cali. And she's mostly been inside working her business with text, emails, and Facebook messages. Don't you just love how awesome it is to have a business where you can work it from home? Regardless of what the weather is, you can still call your customers, you can text, you can get on Facebook and social media. I love that. So awesome, great job. Hey Miss Heather. Renee installed an app called Nextdoor. I have that app. Renee installed this app called Nextdoor and she received a nice response from customers. So for those of you who don't know, Nextdoor is an app where you're connected with people within your neighborhood. So whether it's Woodhaven or whatever your neighborhood is called, there's a group for the people in that neighborhood. So other people get onto that group and then you can have like chats and conversations. So it's a great way to promote your business and connect with your neighbors. Thanks for sharing, Renee. Sorry guys, I'm trying to learn to take a sip of water or tea and take a breath when I'm speaking so that my voice doesn't go in the middle of the call. Let's see, Tiffany said she had a girls' day event over the weekend and she promoted the new skincare line. She made sample packs and she will be making the follow-up calls on them tonight. Awesome, Tiffany. So I'm going to go really fast so you can get to those follow-up calls, right? Hey, Dominica, sorry. Let's see. Welcome, Janet. Good to see you. Sophia, welcome. Hey, Brandy. Hey, Jess M. Good to see you too, girl. Let's see. Hey, Leslie. Hi, Ria. All right. So, Jess, you're giving it away. No. So, for those of you who don't know, Avon has rolled out a new incentive that, I don't even know if it's officially out. Yes, I'm seeing it on, Avon Vibe. So if you're not a leader, I'm pretty sure it'll be on the homepage soon. But I did try to post it to my Facebook page. Wasn't able to share the video because it came down. I don't know if Avon was doing a trial run or if they were posting the video for the representatives in the Avon conference to see. But I got an alert on my phone that Avon posted a new video. So I played it and it was like a new incentive. I really have to stop watching these things when I'm at work because I was literally sitting at my desk with my phone like this. And like I can't say anything because I'm supposed to be working. But I was just like... I am so super excited about this new incentive. So it's going to be called the Vacation Like a Boss Incentive. I did post an image of where we're going to my Facebook page, but there are other groups with the full details for representatives. I just want to pull it up here so I can give you all the specifics, but because you're currently on my tool for where I save all my stuff. I'm sorry, I'm just not big on paper, and I probably should have printed it before I got on the call, but I know what happened to it, and you know, why kill the trees? So I'm gonna see if I could bring it up on my tablet. For those of you who are on Facebook, you could probably just scroll down on my feed a little bit. I don't know if the YouTube video is up yet. Hold on. Trying to log into Facebook, but I can't type and remember my password at the same time and talk. It's just, okay, give me a minute. passwords right. Facebook is getting ready to boot me like you've tried too many times. Hold on. If somebody's, I don't know if you could post pictures in the chat here, but I don't think I would be able to anyway. Wait. Let's see if that password works. Yay! Okay, so before it realizes that I'm on in two separate places and boots me out, let's see if I could find this. So we're going to Atlantis in the Bahamas. Paradise Island, the Bahamas. Now, I have never been to the Bahamas before. As you guys know, the trip that we did to Tahiti was my first trip out of the country. So I'm really looking forward to this incentive. But let me give you the details about what is going on and what you have to do to get it. And why exactly I'm so excited. Because a lot of times Avon has big incentives. And like a while back they had the car incentive. A few years ago they had another trip incentive to Mexico. And it was really pretty tough to get to. And I mean, I never say don't try for it because you never know. But some of these incentives can be really tough. And sometimes when they're a you do you get incentive, you're doing something, it's like a raffle. So you get your ticket in and then you have a chance of earning it. But what had me so super excited about this incentive is that it's not a raffle type of incentive. It's a you do you get. You meet these requirements, you get a all expense paid trip to Atlantis in Paradise Island, Bahamas. I don't know if I can make this bigger, but like I said, the photo is on my Facebook page a little bit lower. It's this Atlantis photo. Don't those people look like they're having fun? Don't you want to be like those of us who were just talking about the snowfall and the rain, Christina, and then the rain in South Cali? Don't you just want to be in the Bahamas? Like I said, I've never been there before, but it doesn't sound too bad. It sounds like it'll be really, really exciting and good. So Jessica's excited, Miss Norma's excited, Anitra's excited. It feels more attainable. Exactly, Miss Anitra. The fact that it's, I mean, I wouldn't say it's easy because I don't ever say that. It's gonna be, you're gonna have to work for it, but it's very, I feel like it's very doable. So this is the Vacation Like a Boss incentive. Whenever Avon reposts that video, I don't know if it'll just come back live and be on my page. If it's a different link, I'll try to share it with you guys so that you have it. But basically, it's going to be running from campaigns 3 to 9. Some of you have already started campaign 3. Yeah, I think some of you might be starting campaign 3 this week. So from campaigns 3 to 9, and then if you're a trendsetter, then it's going to be from campaigns 5 to 11. But for most of the country, it's going to be from campaigns 3 to 9. And the goal is for you to earn what they're calling leader points. So if you earn 2,500 leader points, you get to earn a trip for one. Now we're talking an all expenses paid trip. I'm trying to see if it tells you how many days. I don't see it, but who cares if they're sending me for one day, whatever. But they're going to cover food, travel, hotel, everything. So all expenses paid trip for anybody who gets the at least 2,500 points. If you earn 4,000 points, you'll get to bring a friend. So here are the requirements. So there are 5 different ways that you could earn points for this incentive. The first way is to make sure that you have $300 in award sales in every campaign. Not necessarily every campaign, but for every campaign that you have the $300 in award sales, you'll get 75 points. Jessica said 4 days and 4 nights. Awesome. This thing is super blurry and I'm like zoomed all the way in. So Jessica Mark says it's going to be 4 days and 3 nights. That's like a week. That's like to be put up in a hotel and fed, food, drink, hotel, travel, everything. Worth it. So first thing that you can do to earn points, you'll earn 75 points for every $300 in award sales that you have, for every campaign that you have $300 in award sales. So just place $300 orders in all your campaigns and you'll earn, I'm looking for my calculator, which I'm currently streaming from, 75 times, it's going to be 7 campaigns. So that's 500 apps. It's like, do you want to register for another game? No, I want to do my math because I'm live. Okay, so that's 525 points right there. So already you're down from 2,500 to 2,040 something. The next way that you can earn points is from recruiting. So if you're recruiting from an Avon source like Alma, then you're going to earn 150 points for each of your recruits. And if you're recruiting from a personal source, you'll earn 300 points. So personal recruits are people that you did not get from Alma. Those are people that you meet on the street or who come to your Facebook page, see your link, click on it, and join. People that you have personally generated. And then if you promote in title, ambassador and above, if you promote in title, you'll earn 1,000 points. That right there is half. So if you can move title, recruit enough people, and if you change title, grow your team. If you have, maybe your team currently has enough people on it, but you're not yet hitting your sales goals. If you start connecting with your team and building them and training them on how to sell more so they can earn more, then, and you move title, you can earn like half of your points right there, because the other 500 points you're going to be getting from sales. So now you're just down to 1,000 points. The next thing is to mentor. So for those of you who are leaders, if you can mentor someone in your first generation to promote in title, Avon will give you 500 points. So the person on your team will get 1,000, you'll get 500. Now, I can't express the level of excitement that I have for this incentive. This is an out-of-country trip. It's you do, you get. It's doable. They've given you a myriad of different options for how to earn this. And you can either earn enough points so that you could bring a friend or family member. Anitra says, does it say what that new recruit needs to do? You know, I didn't see that. I'm guessing it's going to be a successful recruit. Let me see. Choose which goals compete. For example, if you meet the personal sales goal, have to recruit from an Avon source. Yes, they have to place a $150 order, Anitra. Good question. The recruits from an Avon source that place a $150 order. Yeah. Okay. Like the requirement. Yep. I'm sorry. I'm reading this really blurry text, but if you guys have the photo, it might be better if you click on it and zoom in. But it says for the incentive, the recruit must place a first or second order of $150 on time, as well as pay for that order on time. There's something else under it. There's something, oh, a buy-in option. There's also a buy-in option. So if you earn the trip and you want to bring, say, your kids, you can buy a ticket for them. Thanks, Jessica. Your eyes are better than mine. She's got it. So yes, each of your recruits has to place an order of $150. Place, on time, and pay for. Those are the 3 requirements for your recruits. So if you have people who just sign up, won't count. If you have people who sign up and place an order that's late, don't take the chance. They may not count. If they don't pay for their order, that happens all the time. And it's unfortunate, but I guess people don't want to make money. But if they place an order and they don't pay for it until August, that person's not going to count. So as leaders, it's up to us to train and develop and coach our new representatives on what to do and on how to manage the business. You know, to remind them when to place their orders, to remind them that a payment is due, if their order's on hold, things like that. But again, it's also up to the representatives, because this is a business and there is a level of responsibility for them to have. So as recruiters and trainers and mentors and leaders, we want people who are going to be serious about this business and professionally enough to pay their bill. So great question, Anitra. So set your goals, $150. I have to check to see. I think that the Kickstart program is probably still going to be running at the same time. So, as you know, with the Kickstart program, new reps, when they place a $150 order, they can get the 40% in their first 6 campaigns. So when they place and pay for a $150 first order, they'll be on track for Kickstart. I think it'll still be running at that time. It should still be. I didn't see anything. I'll check back. I can't remember if it ends in campaign 7. I always feel like things end in campaign 7 traditionally. For those of us old reps, they know what I'm talking about. But Kickstart should be going on at the same time. So when a representative places that $150 order, they're going to get 40% versus the 20% they would normally get. So you do want to encourage your new team members to place an order of at least $150 so that they can earn their 40% commission. You don't want to miss out on that because it's extra money in your pocket. $150 versus, let's see, a $150 order at 20% commission is $30. So it's double. I should have been able to do that in my head, shouldn't I have? It's basically double what you would have earned if you don't hit your Kickstart goal. So why not double your income? So encourage your new representatives, help them to see that they're doubling their income so that they can stretch for that $150 order. And that's mini. This new incentive is going to be from campaign 3 to 9 of this year. So just think of it as like now it's a campaign 9. I'm going to knock all my jewelry off the wall. So 3 to 9, vacation, guys, Bahamas. Now, I am big on Avon conferences and events where you're getting together with other representatives because you connect, you learn from each other. A lot of you guys I've actually met at conference. A lot of people that we've been like longtime Facebook friends with, we physically meet at conferences. So this is a conference that Avon is paid for. That's like a vacation. And I can tell you firsthand, when Avon pays for trips for you, they treat you good. You are set. I mean, and I haven't even earned the President's Recognition Program trips, but for my little trip to Tahiti, I was like, this is amazing. I want to go. I want all my vacations to be paid for by Avon. And now this vacation like a boss incentive gives everyone a chance to experience what I experienced. So for those of you guys who were at conference with me when I won the trip to Tahiti and we met and we joked and you were like, okay, you know, can I come too? Can I be your +1? Not to Tahiti, but now you can, and we can all go to the Bahamas together. So let's all start working on our goals from now so that we can earn this incentive. And this is an incentive like any other incentive. When we did the Keurig, when we did the iPad, we've did just the flat screen TV. It always requires a decent amount of planning ahead of time. This incentive is great because, like I said, it gives you a lot of different ways to earn the incentive. So recruiting is going to be the heavy hitter. That's going to be what's going to earn you the most points. Recruiting and even promoting, whether you're self-promoting or you're helping a member of your team, you're mentoring them to promote. It's going to be it's basically going to be generated by recruiting. So by sharing the opportunity and growing the business. Now I know, I'm just going to say it, there's going to be someone out there who's like, oh, this is another recruiting incentive. It's only for those people. Look, this company is basically run because of our efforts. We contribute to the success of this company. So if New Avon is going to be successful and grow, we need a bigger sales force. So yeah, recruiting is going to be the heavy hitter because when you're recruiting, our workforce, our feet on the ground, all of that expands. So more people can hear about the company. More people can purchase the products. More people are talking about Avon. It bodes well for those of us who are representatives. And it's good for the people who are coming in because they're coming into a company that is doing such an amazing job. And by the way, side note again, Avon is like, I think number 19 on the world's list of top selling beauty companies. How great is that? Check out Avon USA's Facebook page. I think it's, I don't know if it's Avon Products or Avon USA Reps, but check out one of their pages. They have a little description in the product box, in their description box in the about page of their Facebook page that says that. I was like, that is awesome. Like, how does it feel to be one of the #1 beauty companies in the world? That's us as representatives. We did that. So when we share, Norma said we met right before I won the trip to Tahiti. Girl, you came in at a good time. My life was just lighting up. Highlight of my life. And then I met Miss Norma. So great. So when we are growing as a company, as a business, it's good for everyone. The company will be doing well. You will be doing well, because when you start recruiting and start growing your team, your earnings will increase. The bigger your team, the more products are being sold, the more successful they are, the more money in your pocket. So it's win-win for everyone. We want to recruit. We want to promote this company. That's like someone saying, no, let's not promote Avon. We don't want anybody else to sell. We don't want anybody buying products. It doesn't make sense. So yeah, recruiting is going to be the biggest thing. So if you're not a person who recruits or has a team yet, now is going to be a great time to join. Sign up, sell, and recruit. It's, for me, after being with Avon for a while, it got to the point where it kind of comes out of my pores. I love the products. I wear them. Oh my gosh. Okay. I wear all the products. This is that new scarf that's in the Campaign 2 catalog. It's a, I don't know what you call it. It's like a poncho, but you can also use it as a scarf. Love it, by the way. Segue again. I'm like a squirrel sometimes. But you love the products. I wear it. I wear the jewelry. Jewelry was always my big thing, because as a teenager, the anti-aging just didn't make sense to be my thing. The shoes, the clothing, everything, all the products that we have and love so much, it comes out of our pores. When you're excited about something, it shows. So when people ask me, you know, what the heck are you so excited about? And I tell them it's the Avon opportunity. Avon pays you for that. When that person signs up and starts a business of their own and they become successful, not only do you feel good for changing someone's life and helping them to be successful, but Avon sends you a check. For those of you who are new representatives, you get a $50 check. For those of us who are old representatives, I can't remember if it's $20 or $25 or $50. I'm at the point now where I'm just like, put the money in my bank account, just put it there. But we get paid for the referrals, and now you can earn a trip. So if there's any time where you've been thinking about joining the company, whether you've been on the fence or you used to sell in the past and you left and now you're coming back, now is the time to do it. I remember when we were doing the iPad incentive, all of a sudden everybody wanted to sell Avon because they wanted an iPad. How much more do you want to leave this company? Do you want to leave this country? It is, let me check, 20 degrees where I am right now in New York City. I don't want to be here. The faster I can get out of this state and this weather is the faster that, you know, I will be excited and happy. The trip that I took to Tahiti was my first trip out of the United States. It was a trip that Avon paid for, a trip that Avon sent me on, an opportunity that I had because of my Avon business. How many people do you want to help to say that? How many people who are like me who've never left the country before or need a vacation and can't afford to take it? I know I sure enough could not have afforded to go to Tahiti, and I definitely could not have afforded to stay in a 5-star hotel. Avon treats you like gold when you travel. This is something that you want to experience. You want to have this in your storyline. This is something that you want to add. Been to Tahiti, been to the Bahamas, been to wherever else. So yeah, I know, Jessica, it's going to be in June anyway, but New York is still crappy in the summer, so I know, it's okay. New York's not that bad, but I mean, New York, Bahamas. So, Anitra says, how about those who were part of Avon and they open up a, do they count as a new recruiter? No. Anitra, it depends. If they have been with Avon for 6 months to a year, I believe it was just extended. If their account was recently closed and, sorry, if their account is inactive, they probably probably will count as recruit because they're just going to be reactivating their account. But if they sold a long time ago, probably over a year, if their account is closed, like closed, those people should count. So yes, reach out to your old representatives whose accounts have gone. Listen, now I'm like cold. Whose accounts have closed, and see if they can get back in. They should count. But reinstatements. So a reinstatement is a person who was inactive, whether it's because they have a past due balance or because they haven't placed a campaign, but their account is still technically active. They just need to log in to place an order. Those usually don't count for an incentive, but the people who haven't sold for a while should count for an incentive. So, okay, I'm getting distracted with all my excitement, but this is something that you want to do, and I want to give you some tips to help you get started with getting on track with this. When I have an incentive, the first thing I like to do is break it down, and I've already done it for this incentive. I again don't have the image because it's on my phone, but what I did was I always write down all the requirements, the deadlines. So for me, when does campaign 3 start? When does campaign 3 end? All the requirements. So first goal is 2,500 points. And then, so I wrote down the campaign, so your dates, and your goal. So that's your time frame. Whenever we do these calls, I always talk about setting SMART goals. One of those things is to have a time frame and having a specific goal. So Avon has kind of given you the goal. So whether you're going for the 2,500 or the 4,000, that's going to be your goal. The next thing I like to do is see what the requirements are. And you guys have been doing a job. You want to know how many people you have to recruit, what counts as a recruit, how much does that recruit have to sell. These are all things that you need to know. It is heartbreaking to me when a person goes for an incentive and they don't know the rules and requirements and they miss the incentive because something they don't count done. So always try upfront. You have questions along the way, and that's fine. But if that's along the way, then you wait until the incentive to say, hey, that person did now. When we were doing that, I actually had that person. One of the recruits placed an order. I think at the time, the goal was $100 order, and the recruit placed an order of $25. No, I think it was $50, and they placed an order of like $48. It was something that was close, and the person didn't count because they were off by $2. So heartbreaking. You don't want that. So you're gonna have to. I do see that. I think there might be streaming problems on my end, but let me turn off all the computer data stuff. Let me know if the quality gets a little better or if it gets worse, but we're almost done. So know your requirements, know your dates, know your deadlines, and then know what you have to do to meet those requirements. So this is great because your sales goal is going to be 300. No, Chris, you're not the only one who knows. I know it's on my end too. So you're also going to have goals for each level. So if your goal, for example, is to recruit personal recruits to get your points. So Alma recruits are worth 150 points and your personal recruits are worth 300 points. So your personal recruits weigh more. So you need 14 Alma recruits or 7 personal recruits. How many people do you need to mentor to get, I think it was my iPad that was downloading or streaming something. I have to have all the other gadgets off in the house to stream, but thanks, Anitra. So if you're going to mentor, how many people do you have to mentor to reach your goal? So for me, I've blocked out all those goals. Set 14 Alma recruits or 7 personal recruits or move title and recruit this amount of recruits versus this amount of recruits, or have 4 people on the team move title. So break it down that way and put those goals in front of you. I've actually written it down here. Let's see if I can give you a glimpse of it without giving you a look in the personal life. So those are my goals. 14 recruits Alma or 7 personal recruits. So that's the goal that I'm going to be writing every day to remind myself. And I like to keep it hard. I have to keep either Excel spreadsheet or an Evernote list. So every person that I appoint, I have columns. If it's a lead that I got, um, if it's a lead that I got, then it's I put their name, I put the date and time that I'm supposed to follow up with them, when I signed up. Then I start going into did they place their order? Yes or no? If yes, did they pay for their order? Things like that. Was the order on time? And I create a chart for each one of those people so I could check it off or cross them out as I go, just to keep track. Especially with this incentive, you're going to be tracking a lot of different things, a lot of different variables, a lot of different people. Like normally when we do our incentive, here in New York, we used to have we did a recruit challenge that was, I think it was to recruit 30 people, 30 people in 30 days. So you had to have that list or you would lose count and you would miss it. You would think you had 10 and you had 9, or another person would come in online and register. I mean, now everybody registered online, but back then we were doing face-to-face appointments and online appointments. So someone might come in online and get signed up, and maybe you didn't see it and you didn't reach out in time. If they placed the order, that's a lost person. So you want to keep your charts. And if you have to just take a piece of loose leaf and write everyone's name and check it off as you go, I just recommend you do that, and you do it daily to keep on track. My manager and I, when we have incentives, she is really great with breaking them down and tracking. So when she calls and says, Georgie, how far away are you? I am like, I am 3 people away. I have this person who didn't place an order yet. I have that person who placed an order this morning, but it didn't go through. And this order is on hold. And I break it down because I have to hear to focus. We're as women, as people, we're juggling a lot. We have a lot on our plates. You don't need the extra worry of having to memorize a list of 14 people. Just write it down and get out of the way. Keep it in your journal. Write it in a notebook somewhere where you have it on hand, just so that you can track every day. So that's first and foremost. With any incentive, you want to set up your tracking and your goals. The next thing you want to do is have your activities. Your field events, partner with your upline, your district manager, other representatives in your area, whatever it is. Set some dates for events that you want to have. I have events on my calendar so that I can let people that I know where I'm going to be or what I'm going to be doing, so that if maybe now at the time comes to sign up, they'll know that I'll be back next week, same time, same place, something like that. If you're having open houses, you want to start promoting your customer base to come out. If you're having shops, whatever it is that you're inviting people to, so that you can hit your $300 sales goals, then you want to plan these things ahead of time. You need to find your address, your location. You need to prep and plan for food. Things like that you just need to know. But you need to start putting together some activities. Whether it's a call-a-thon with your team, or if you don't have other people to go with you, what days are you going to sit down and go through all your leads and call all your leads? So set up a schedule of activities, field events, meetings with your team if you're mentoring your team to hit the same goals too. And about that, like, don't we want to travel and go on a vacation with our teams? Like, that would be awesome if a whole group of your team members can come with you on a free vacation, right? So partner with your team, even if your goal isn't for them to be the mentor for them to promote. Still partner up with your team members so that everybody can recruit. If you're recruiting 14 people, chances are you'll probably promote. You'll probably move title, or they'll probably move title. So connect with your team, reach out to them, and plan together. Schedule regular check-ins so people can track where they're going and what they're doing. As a leader, it's not up to you to do the work for your team. So I feel like all of us should be getting together to plan events. But you do want to be there for your team to mentor them as they're going through the planning of events and scheduling their activities. Maybe you can't make it to all of them. A lot of my team members are out of state, but we still provide support through conference calls, trainings, these Facebook Live things, which I will be checking in with you guys for the next, I don't know, 7 campaigns, 14 weeks. We'll be doing check-ins. So things like that to just keep the energy up and keep motivated, because it's a long run, but you're going to be required to keep going along the way. So schedule your activities, know what activities you'll be doing and with whom, so that you can just be prepared ahead of time. And have your tools ready. Just today I was saying that I was reading an article and it was saying that the difference between successful salespeople and unsuccessful ones, it gave a whole list, but one of them was tools and preparation. The people who are successful and do well, they have their tools prepared ahead of time, so that, as my mom says, you can strike while the iron is hot, instead of saying, okay, the iron's hot, I'm going to go now, chop the onions and, do whatever I have to do, because by the time you get back, it'll be cold. I think that's what that saying means. They're Jamaican, so things never are straight. But that's how it's always resonated with me. So have your tools ready. Your sample packs, your call scripts. If you're calling leads, Avon has some great scripts for what you can say when you're reaching out and connecting with the new lead. So if you're not an experienced leader, if this is your first time, you can feel confident in what you're saying and not have to worry about your presentation, because you have a script to follow. You can find them under youravon.com, leadership tools. Your brochures. Oh my gosh, your brochures. Have brochures. Order them ahead of time. It just so happened I did a really big order with my Avon brochures, so I'm stocked and I'm ready for events. And I was like, yay, foresight. But you do want to have your brochures ready. Label them ahead of time so that you're not in the field trying to label your brochures and talk to people about the opportunity, because then you'll be like, join Avon because it's a great opportunity and I like it very much and it's good. You want to just be ready with what you have so you can go out. If you have a goal of how many people you want to order from you, or how many recruits you want to have, and do have a daily goal of how many people you want to recruit, how many people you want to sell to. Set that goal in front of you every day like a carrot. If your goal is 14 recruits, you have 7 campaigns. That's 2 recruits per campaign. That's 1 recruit per week. Maybe you have to talk to 10 people to get 1 recruit. You're talking to 2 people per day. Break it down like that. So when you wake up in the morning, you're like, okay, this is what I have to do. My goal for today is talk to 3 people about the Avon opportunity, talk to 5 people about ordering products. When it comes to getting my $300 sales goal, I know I need that $300, so I'm going to be calling people to follow up. Hey, I just sent you an Avon brochure. Just wanted to see if there's anything in there that I can get for you. Hey, are you running low on anything? Hey, I know your new cream is about to expire. I see it's on sale. How many can I get for you? Things like that, just to get the follow-up going. But you need to set a plan for how many people you're going to follow up with per day or per week. Even if you're doing Avon part-time, I'm a part-time Avon representative. I've got my Avon days and I've got my Avon hours, my power hours. What days am I working on the blog? What days am I calling leads? What days am I following up with my team? My team has my calendar, so they can pick an appointment slot. We get a call going and we get connected. So even though this incentive has technically already started in my mind, because a lot of us are already in campaign 3. Theoretically, it's too late to start. We should have been planning this a week ago. But it's never too late to start planning. But instead of taking the time now to say, okay, I'm going to order brochures, I can have my brochures by campaign 6. I'm going to spend some time labeling, maybe about 2 weeks labeling. I need to order from Vistaprint. I'm going to take the slowest shipping possible, so I should get that by middle of February. You're losing time. So if you don't have that stuff, order your brochures, order your samples, put together your sample packs, whatever it is. But don't let waiting to get those things and have them perfect stop you. You can start now just by talking to people. If you don't even have any brochures, start planting the seeds on social media. Talk to people, exchange phone numbers, and say, you know what? I will get in touch with you and send you the information. But you don't want to be in a predicament where you're talking to someone and they're excited and you don't have a brochure or a sample pack or anything to give them, a business card, whatever. Because they might go online that night and sign up and end up on someone else's team and you might lose them. So you don't want to have that opportunity. You do want to be ready as much as possible. Let's see. I just got a ping. Oh, Janet says it would be great to listen to your plan, your power hours, your schedule. Actually, Janet, I have a link on my blog. I'll post a link before, and I kind of show how I block out my calendar, because last year calendaring was a big thing for me. I don't know if it was in anticipation of having a crazy 2017, but so far it's working out. I still have some kinks to work out, but I do have a link on my blog. I will share that with you, Miss Janet, so that you can see how I kind of work out my schedule. And if it doesn't help the blog, reach out to me and I'll talk some more about it. I kind of touched on my fourth step, which is to connect and call old leads, but the connection is key. When I first started Avon, one of the things I used to say a lot is the fortune is in the follow-up. And that's kind of like sunken and tattooed on my brain. The fortune is in the follow-up. And I think it's Teresa Paul who says F you. Remember, F you, follow up. But the follow-up is so important, and the connection is so important. We need to connect with people. We need to start sharing this opportunity, promoting this business, promoting the products, being proud out loud. I got that from Miss Marie Benoit Wilcox. That is also now tattooed on my head. We need to be proud about the stuff that this business is doing for our lives and in our lives. So with this event, you want to call your old leads, reconnect with old representatives. For those of you who are watching this video who used to sell Avon on my team, you'll be getting a call from me. Got some great news to share. And talk to the people that you're seeing every day, because there are people out there who they just need the opportunity. How many of us finish Christmas with a gigantic bill? People need to pay for that. How many people finish Christmas, realize that they spent all of December buying gifts for everyone else while they're out of toiletries? Those people need to shop now. So those people need to see your brochures. This is the time. Yes, Teresa Paul's favorite is FU. Yeah, this is the time to get your business out there. Share your excitement for this trip. Let people know that you're going for it. Start building, plant the seeds now, build the anticipation now. And I know it can be scary with goals to share. And I feel this way sometimes too. Sometimes it can be scary to share a goal, because you might feel like, okay, if I miss it, I will have told everyone and now I have to go back and tell them that I didn't get it. Don't think that way. Tell everyone about it, because you never know. Maybe someone you tell about it, and I've had this happen to me before, which is why I'm saying this to you. But if you have a goal, share it with other people, because another person who knows that you have that goal might come back and say, oh, by the way, I have a friend who might be able to help you out with that goal. I've had that happen to me as well. So don't be afraid to share your goals. I always say people, I think, still in this year, they want to be genuinely nice. And if most of us are sharing with our friends and family anyway. So these are people who are going to want to help you and do what they can to help you, because they're your friends and family. So tell them that you have a goal. Tell them that your goal is to win an all expense paid trip to the Bahamas from your Avon company and through your Avon business. And all you need to do is have an extra order or recruit extra people. And I'm pretty sure that your friends and family will say, okay, you know what? I'll kind of put my feelers out there and see if I can help you out here. Now I know I'm running over time here because, oh no, it's exactly 9, so not bad. So first of all, if you guys have questions in the chat box below, feel free. I think you guys have been doing this throughout the live chat, which is great. Thank you guys for asking. And thank you, Jessica, for answering. Girl, you and I are like, you need to do your own calls. You definitely do need to do your own Facebook Live. I would love to be on there so that, I could pay it forward and pay you back for covering all the questions here when I can't see what I'm reading. But, you have a goal. If you want to earn this trip, and I think all of us should want to, because like I said, when you experience a trip from Avon, when you experience being pampered, when you experience going somewhere that someone else paid for, for me, that's always like, I don't have to take this out of my own money. I don't have to budget for this. I don't have the words to describe how good it feels. And now all of us can earn this. Like the trip to Tahiti was something that they gave to one rep, and I just happened to be the lucky bum who won it. But this is something that's open to everyone. I would love to have like 600, 700, 800 representatives just take over the Bahamas. Wouldn't it just say in July? Yeah, let's just all get on a couple of planes and just fly out and take over the Bahamas and make Bahamas Avon Town. That would be awesome. And I would love to be a part of that. I would love to feel the atmosphere, be a part of that, be a part of the social media when that goes off. Oh my gosh, we have to just earn this. You guys, we all have to be there, and we just need to make this happen. So take what I've shared with you so far. I plan on doing tracking with this event, this upcoming event, for the next couple of weeks. Just hearing your success stories and how close you're getting to your goal. I'll be working on it too, so stay on top of my Facebook feed. I'll be posting pictures of my events, pictures of my prep, whatever I can to help you guys out. And if you have questions on anything, I will do my best to answer. And if I can't answer, just post the question in one of the chat boxes. As you can see, everybody here is super awesome. Everyone gets in and adds their 2 cents and makes it, wonderful. They'll answer. And if I don't have the answer, we'll get in touch with Avon and find out. But stay tuned, because I think that more information will be coming out soon, more details, and I am so super excited and ecstatic, and this is gonna be great. This is just nothing I can say. So for you guys, any questions about this incentive or about anything I've said or anything else? I'm going to give it a minute so you guys can type your questions and I can answer. I'm laughing because last week I actually had a mini incentive for my team. As you guys know, right now Avon has that Beauty Boss necklace incentive where if you meet a certain sales goals for your order, Avon will send you either an Avon necklace or the Avon necklace and the Beauty Boss necklace. Of course, I want both because, it's a Beauty Boss necklace. Who doesn't want one? But I had set goals for how much I need to sell in each campaign. And last campaign was campaign 2 for me. Campaign 2 for me went in last week. And I was short of my goal. And I just put out a quick text to a couple of my customers in the area and said, I'm a little short of my goal. I'm trying to reach this goal. I'm looking for extra orders. If there's anyone who wants to place an order, I'll give a discount on these orders. So I had quite a few customers come through. Thank you, ladies. You know who you are. I did meet the goal, actually. So thanks to all of you. The orders just came in today, so I haven't had a chance to sort them. But I met my goal, and it was because these women were, they came through. But when I'm telling you guys not to be afraid to set and share your goals, it's because when you have a goal, it drives you. If I didn't have a goal that I needed to hit for that campaign, I would have just collected the orders. And at first, to be honest with you, my order was at about $300, and my goal was to earn the full 50%, the full earnings, and hit. I wanted to get halfway towards my goal, because the Beauty Boss incentive runs for 3 campaigns, so I wanted in the second campaign to at least be halfway towards my goal and then make it up in the third campaign. I was able to do that, and I was able to surpass the goal that I had because I was determined to get there, and because I had just really great customers, and I'm thankful for you guys, for you who are watching. But if I didn't put out that text, if I wasn't tracking and counting every single order slip every day to see how close I was, I wouldn't have made that extra effort. And I sent out that text. My order goes in on Thursday. I sent out that text either Tuesday or Wednesday night. And 2 ladies called me that night, and 2 called me Thursday, and I was able to get them in and hit that goal. So don't be afraid to share your goals. Don't be afraid to ask people for help. And I recommend just tracking your goal each day, breaking it down into your daily goals. How much do you need to sell per day? How many people do you need to contact? Whatever it is. Break it down into daily spurts so that you could track your progress. You don't want to, in the same way that I say this about President's Club, you don't want to wait until that campaign to try and close a gigantic gap. Sometimes it happens, but if you can avoid it in the beginning, it's always better. So from the beginning, you know, set yourself up to be a little bit of ahead. So if your goal in the beginning to get 2 per campaign, try to front load it a little. Try to aim for 3 or 4 in the beginning, so that if you have to make it up in the end, it'll be a smaller gap. Or you might find that you've surpassed your goal and you're comfortable, so that you can relax when the rest of us are biting our fingernails. So I guess we have no questions. Let's see. Norma says she'll see me at Breakfast, if not before, in the Bahamas. Obama is starting his goodbye speech. Gotta go. Yes, I gotta go too. All right, guys, have a really great evening, and I'm looking forward to hearing your success stories and how close you're tracking towards your vacation for the boss life in the Bahamas. Bye.